Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome, man. Welcome to Beyond Classic Rock. Today, man, I've got an assorted album for you, and it's featuring the music of an artist known as Kurt Weill. Specifically, he's a composer, and I believe that various music artists has covered his work, so it'll be really interesting to check out, man. So what we're looking at is 10 different songs, and probably 10 different artists covering those songs, I imagine. So first off, man, before I pop this off, I just want to give a shout out and a thanks to VoiceOver. Thanks for the links, man. Thanks for the recommendation. VoiceOver says, VoiceOver here with an album request. The album is taken from a great award-winning music documentary called September Songs, the music of Kurt Weill, about the life and work of the great German composer Kurt Weill from 1900 to 1950. In this film, arrangements of some of the famous songs are performed by various great artists from the pop, jazz, and classical world that show you how truly unique and inspiring his work was and is. Hope you enjoy. All the best, VoiceOver. Thank you, man. All the best to you. So, let's hit this up. And we'll go all the way through like an album reaction format. So, this is called September Songs. The music of Kurt Weill. Let's get it. Cheers. Mac the Knife, Nick Cave.
Like razors, and he wears them in his face. And Mac Heath has got a knife, but not in such an obvious place. Now see the shark, how red his fins are as he slashes at his prey. Oh, Mac the Knife wears fancy gloves which give the minimum away. By the Thames, turbid waters, men abruptly tumble down. Well, is it plague or is it cholera? Or because Mac Heath's in town? And that child bride in her 19, whose assailants still at large, violated in her slumbers. Mackie, how much did you charge? And that ghastly fire in Soho, 7 children, where'd he go? In the crowd stands Mac the Knife, but he isn't instant, he don't know. In the crowd stands Mac the Knife, but he ain't ass, and he don't know.
I've heard that tune before. Or maybe the actual music rather than the vocals. It's familiar. What's this one? Ballad of the Soldier's Wife.
send to the soldier's wife from the ancient city of Prague. From Prague came a pair of high-heeled shoes. With a kiss or two came the high-heeled shoes from the ancient city of Prague. What was sent to the soldier's wife from Oslo over the Sound? From Oslo they came, a collar of fur. How it pleases her, little collar of fur. From Oslo over the Sound. What was sent to the soldier's wife from the wealth of Amsterdam? From Amsterdam, he got her a hat. She was sweet in that, in the little Dutch hat. From the wealth of Amsterdam. What was sent to the soldier's wife from Brussels in Belgian land? From Brussels he sent laces so rare to have and to wear. Oh, those laces so rare from Brussels in Belgian land. What was sent to the soldier's wife from Paris, city of light? In Paris he got her silken gown. 'Twas ended in town, oh, a silken gown. From Paris, city of light. What was sent to the soldier's wife from the south, from Bucharest? From Bucharest he sent her a shirt embroidered and pert, that Romanian shirt. From the south, from Bucharest. What was sent to the soldier's wife from far off Russian land? From Russia they came, just a widow's veil. From a death to be wed in a widow's veil in the far off Russian land.
Just waiting for that. Ballads of a soldier's wife.
I'll show us the way to the next
Alabama song.
bar. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why. For we must find the next whiskey bar. For if we don't find the next whiskey bar, I tell you we must die. I tell you we must die. I tell you, I tell you, I tell you we must die. Oh, no, la, 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 la. We now must say goodbye. We've lost our hero now. And must have whiskey, oh, you know why. Oh, la, la,
to the next pretty boy. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why. For we must find the next pretty boy. For if we don't find the next pretty boy, I tell you we must die. I tell you we must die. I tell you, I tell you, I tell you we must die. Oh, moon of Alabama, we now must say goodbye. We've lost our dear old mama, dear old mama. And must have boys, oh, you know why.
Oh, you know why?
Oh, moon of Alabama, we now must say goodbye. We've lost our good old mama, and must have boys, oh, you know why.
Oh, show us the way to the next little dollar.
Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why.
For we must find the next little dollar. For if we don't find the next little dollar,
I tell you we must die.
I tell you we must die. I tell you, I tell you, I tell you we must die.
Oh, moon of Alabama, we now must say goodbye.
We've lost our dear old mama, and must have dollars, so you know why. Oh, moon of Alabama, we now must say goodbye. We've lost our dear old mama, and must have dollars, oh, you know why.
Good performance. You, Kelly. Marie, go on.
C'est presque au bout du monde, ma barque est vagabonde, errante au gré de l'onde, mais con 18 un jour, l'île est toute petite, mais la fille qui l'habite, gentiment nous invite à
Tango?
faire le tour du Caraïbe. C'est le pays de nos désirs. Du Caraïbe, c'est le bonheur, c'est le plaisir. Du Caraïbe, c'est la terre où l'on quitte tous les soucis. C'est dans notre nuit comme une éclaircie, l'étoile qu'on suit. C'est
Of all the Latin dances, tango is my favorite. Argentine tango. It's got so much going on.
vers la terre, si trouve le mystère où nos rêves se terrent en quelques yucalis. C'est le pays des noirs désirs. Yucalis, c'est le bonheur, c'est le plaisir. Yucalis, c'est la terre où l'on quitte tous les soucis. C'est dans notre nuit tranquille éclaircie l'étoile qu'on suit. C'est Yucalis, c'est l'esprit de tous les vœux échangés. Yucalis, c'est le prix de nos amours partagés. C'est l'espérance qui est au cœur de tous les humains. La délivrance que nous attendons tous pour demain.
Wow. That was excellent. The singing and the dancing background. Excellent. Ukulele. So this is Lost in the Stars. Elvis Costello, Brodsky Quartet.
Before Lord God made the sea and the land, He held all the stars in the palm of His hand, and they ran through His fingers like grains of sand, and one little star fell alone. Then the Lord God hunted through the wide night air for the little dark star in the wind down there, and He stated and promised He'd take special care so it wouldn't get lost again. Now man don't mind if the stars grow dim and the clouds blow over and darken blowing through the night. And we're lost out here in the stars, little stars, big stars, blowing through the night. And we're lost out here in the
I gotta do something on Elvis
Meine Herren, heute
Costello.
sehen Sie mich gläsern abwaschen und ich mache das Bett für jeden. Und Sie geben mir einen Penny und ich bedanke mich schnell. Und Sie sehen meine Lumpen und das lumpige Hotel. Und Sie wissen nicht, mit wem Sie reden. Und Sie wissen nicht, mit wem
Pirate Jenny. Three
Aber
penny
eines Tages
opera.
wird ein Geschrei sein am Hafen und man fragt, was ist das für ein Geschrei? Und man wird mich lächeln sehen bei meinen Gläsern. Und man fragt, was lächelten die dabei? Und ein Schiff mit 8 Segeln und mit 50 Kanonen wird liegen am Kai. Meine Herren, da wird wohl ihr Lachen aufhören, denn die Mauern werden fallen hin. Und am 3. Tage ist die Stadt dem Erdboden gleich, nur ein lumpiges Hotel wird verschont von jedem Streich. Und man fragt, wer wohnt besonderer darin? Und man fragt, wer wohnt besonderer darin? Und in dieser Nacht wird ein Geschrei um das Hotel sein und man fragt, warum wird das Hotel verschont? Und man sieht mich treten aus der Tür gegen Norden und man sagt, die hat darin gewohnt. Und ein Schiff mit 8 Segeln und mit 50 Kanonen wird beschießen die Stadt. Und es werden kommen 100 gegen Mittag an Land und werden in den Schatten treten und fangen einen jeglichen vor jeglicher Tür und legen in Ketten und bringen ihn mir und mich fragen, welchen sollen wir töten? Und mich fragen, welchen sollen wir töten? Und an diesem Mittag wird es still sein am Hafen, wenn man fragt, wer wohl sterben muss. Und da werden sie mich sagen hören, alle. Und wenn dann der Kopf fällt, sage ich, hoppla. Und das Schiff mit 8 Segeln und mit 50 Kanonen werden schwimmen mit mir.
Quite a story there. Damn. Lonely House. Betty Carter. I got the thing wrong here. Speak Low, One Touch of Venus, Charlie Hayden.
When you speak love, how summer day withers away. Too soon, speak low. When you speak love, our moment is swift, like ships adrift. We are swept apart. Speak low, darling, speak low. Love is a spark lost in the dark. Too soon, I feel wherever I go that tomorrow is near, tomorrow is here, and always too soon. Time is so old and love so brief. Love is pure gold and time. We are late, darling, we are late. The curtain descends, everything ends. Too soon, I wait. Darling, I wait. Will you speak low to me? Speak low to me, and soon.
This is a cello, correct? Or is there a different name for more of a bassy cello? Speak low. Betty Carter.
At night, when everything is quiet, this old house seems to breathe a sun. Sometimes I hear a neighbor snoring. Sometimes I hear a baby cry. Sometimes I hear a staircase creaking. Sometimes a distant telephone. when the night settles down again. The house and I all alone. Lonely house, lonely me, funny with so many neighbors. How lonely you can be. Lonely street, lonely town. Funny, you can feel so lonely with all these folks around. I guess there must be something that I don't comprehend. Sparrows have companions, even stray dogs. They're their friend at night. For me, it's not romantic. Unhook the stars and take them down. I'm lonely in this lonely house, in this lonely town.
Can you imagine being there live, just a few rows away from her and getting all of that energy and vibe? Great evening out.
romantic. Unhook the stars and down. I'm lonely in this lonely house. In this lonely
Damn. Now that's a strong, strong vibe that lady carries, man. That was awesome. Surabaya, Johnny, from Happy Ending. Teresa Stratus.
Ich habe es nicht beachtet, warum du den Namen hast. Meine ganzen langen Kiste warst du ein bekannter Gast. Eines Morgens in einem Sixpence-Bett wird dich donnern hören in See und du gehst ohne etwas zu sagen und ein Schiff liegt unten am Quai. Du hast kein Herz, Johnny, du bist ein Schuft, Johnny, du gehst jetzt weg, Johnny, sag mir den Grund. Ich liebe dich so, Johnny, wir wissen doch, Johnny, noch die Pfeife aus dem Maul, du Hund.
You getting the impression that Johnny's done this to a number of women? A broken heart in every port?
Mein Gott, und ich liebe dich so.
Wow. You talk about a lament there.
When I was a young man, courting the girls,
September Song.
I played a
Reed.
waiting game. If a maid refused me with tossing curls, I let the old earth take a couple of whirls while I plied her with tears.
I did an artist spotlight on Lou Reed a couple of months ago. Check it out.
And as time came around, she came my way. As time came around, she came. It's a long, long while. From May to December, but the days grow short. When you reach September, when the autumn weather turns the leaves to flame, one hasn't got the time for the waiting game. The days disappear. They disappear from view.
When did Lou start wearing glasses?
spend with you. These precious days. I'll spend with you.
Nice.
Oh, the days disappear. Disappear down to a precious few. September. November. These few precious days.
That's a good shot. Good overhead shot.
I'll spend them with you. These precious days. I want to spend them with you. These precious days. I want to spend them with you. September song. September song. September song. September song. September song.
Excellent.
September song. September song. Help me. Help me. September song. Precious days. Precious days. September song. I'll spend it with you. Precious days. September song.
Okay. Well, there we have it. The works of Kurt Weill. and covered by various artists, excellent artists, covering his various works, man. All really, really good. Every performance in this lineup here, voiceover, was very, very good, man. I enjoyed that very much. Let's get to know this guy, Kurt Weill. Yeah, he's got a really big wiki here. And lots of detail about his life and his coming up, starting from his youth and going into his younger years. And it's really, really broken down here and tight timestamps. But I won't be able to get into all of that, so I'll just keep it broad. Start with overall his life, his passing, his legacy, his influence. Let's stick to those. So, Kurt Weill. Kurt Julian Weill. March 2nd, 1900 to April 3rd, 1950. Was a German, later American composer, active from the 1920s in his native country and in his later years in the US. He was a leading composer for the stage who was best known for his fruitful collaborations with Bertolt Brecht. With Brecht, he developed productions such as his best-known work, The Three-Penny Opera, which included the ballad Mac the Knife. Weill held the idea of writing music that served a socially useful purpose. He also wrote several works for the concert hall and a number of works on Jewish themes. He became a U.S. citizen on August 27, 1943. Weill suffered a heart attack shortly after his 50th birthday and died on April 3, 1950 in New York City. He was buried in Mount Repose Cemetery in Haverstraw, New York. The text and music on his gravestone come from the song A Bird of Passage from Lost in the Stars, itself adapted from a quotation from the Venerable Bede. Quote, "This is the life of men on earth. Out of darkness we come at birth, into a lamplit room, and then go forward into dark again." Lyric by Maxwell Anderson. An excerpt from Maxwell's eulogy for Weill read, "I wish, of course, that he had been lucky enough to have had a little more time for his work. I could wish the times in which he lived had been less troubled, but these things were as they were." And Kurt managed to make thousands of beautiful things during the short and troubled time he had. Yeah, he came up in very, very troubled times. The occupations, the invasions, the Great Depression. Yeah, certainly had a lot of trials throughout his life. Influence. Weill's music continues to be performed both in popular and classical context. In Weill's lifetime, his work was most associated with the voice of his wife, Lotte Lenya, or is it Lotte Lenya, Lotte? But shortly after his death, Mac the Knife was established by Louis Armstrong and Bobby Darin as a jazz standard. His music has since been recorded by many performers, ranging from Nina Simone, Judy Garland, Frank Sinatra, The Doors, Ella Fitzgerald, David Bowie. Oh man. Judy Collins. This is a long list. Yeah, okay. Let's skip through this list, man. Still scrolling. Yeah, down to the very last one. And Marianne Faithfull have recorded entire albums of his music. In '85, Hal Willner produced Lost in the Stars, the music of Kurt Weill, a tribute album in which Weill's songs were interpreted by a variety of artists, including Todd Lundgren. Oh man, there goes another list. Tom Waits, Lou Reed, Charlie Hayden, Sting. Okay. Oh yeah, it keeps going. There's like more and more people, like different paragraphs of people covering his stuff. Damn. I gotta keep scrolling here. Yeah, his influence has really been incredible. Scrolling down here. Okay. Kurt Weill is a member of the American Theater Hall of Fame. Okay, more influence. The Kurt Weill Center. The Kurt Weill Center in Dessau was founded in 1993. It provides a museum, library, archive, and media center and organizes an annual festival celebrating the composer's work. It's housed in the Feiniger House, a house designed by the architect Walter Gropius, which was originally lived in by the artist Lionel Feiniger. The property is part of the World Heritage Site, the Bauhaus, and its sites in Weimar, Dessau, and Bernau. The center, with its collection of material on Weill, is listed as a cultural memorial of national importance. The center is one of the beacons of light of, I can't read this, man. The Conference of National Cultural Institutions. It's been reinterpreted. A union of cultural institutions in the new states of Germany, i.e., area that was formerly East Germany. And then there's the Kurt Weill Foundation for Music. Founded by Lotte Lenya in 1962, the non-profit private foundation is dedicated to promoting our understanding of Weill's life and works and preserving the legacies of Weill and Lenya. The foundation administers the internationally recognized Lotte Lenya competition, a grant program, various sponsorship and fellowships, the Weill Lenya Research Center, and the Kurt Weill Prize, and publishes the Kurt Weill Edition and the Kurt Weill Newsletter. Trustees of the New York-based organization have included Harold Prince, Victoria Clark, Janine Tesori, Caswell Thompson, and Teresa Stratus. And I believe Teresa Stratus was one of the performers in this lineup here. Guys, I had to just brush over all of the details of this gent's bio, man. It's just so extensive. We would be here all morning just reading about his early years. So I really hit this with a broad stroke, man. But obviously a very, very influential artist, very, very legendary. Didn't live long. I mean, back then, I guess being 50, that's quite an accomplishment to live that long. In this day and age, 50 is not that old, right? But in his short years of 50 years old, he really accomplished quite a lot, and his influence is very, very far and reaching, man. So, voiceover, thanks again. This was a really good look at Kurt Weill. I'm sure you probably have more recommendations for us. Bring them on, man. I'll definitely check them out. Really excellent artist that covered his work here as well. And as well, too, man, I got to do something on Elvis Costello. I believe that Elvis Costello's only come across my scope once. And it was something like this, a medley of music where it was, I think, one performance out of a quad. I wouldn't even be able to go back and tell you where it was. I'd have to go into my channel and punch in Elvis Costello and see what pops up, what quad it was part of, that sort of thing. So it's that abstract where it comes to Elvis Costello and content. So I'd like to take a look into Elvis Costello, man. Anyways, back to Kurt Weill. This guy, I can see that he's probably responsible for so many offshoots of his influence, and definitely got to check out more of what he's done in his short life. So I'm just scrolling down and checking my notes before I bounce. I've got some more stuff coming up. This month is John Paul Jones month. I want to try and see if I can get another reaction or two in before the end of the month for John Paul Jones. And I've got reactions. I've got to hit up Jeff, Mike, Sasha, Caden. Going to try and get those reactions in before the end of the month as well. So a busy last week of the month for me. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this, man. This was a little bit different, but very, very good. So have yourselves a good one. Take care. And next time you see me, it'll be for John Paul Jones reaction. That'll be probably later this evening if I get home in time, or first thing tomorrow morning. I'll see you then. Peace.